Hey everybody, it's Ann at Fantasy Island Toys. Thanks so much for joining me again for virtual class. Today we're doing Paint a Canvas and it's the neon edition. So what I did was I was able to find these really cool neon paints online and I wanted to use them so badly, but I couldn't find them, you know, in the little thing like this. So what I did was I went online and I found these empty. And so I filled up all the cups myself because I wanted you guys to have the neon paint. So if you get a kit from us, you're going to get the neon paint, 2 different kinds of brushes, and then a blank canvas. You can choose to keep it blank, or we have some kind of pre-design ideas that we can put on the canvas for you. Get that out of my way so I can show you what's next. So what we do, blank canvas. And I have some kind of ideas of color pages. And what's neat is I'm going to show you a really cool trick of how to put this onto the canvas. And it is by using this right here. This is called graphite paper. And this is so cool, I'm telling you guys. You get it from Hobby Lobby. One sheet will last you like a year, depending on how much you use it. It usually comes in packs of 12. I've bought my pack of 12 probably 2 years ago, and I still haven't even used all my sheets because you can just reuse them over and over. So cool. But what you do is it's got 2 different sides. There's a shiny side, and then there's a smooth side. You always want the shiny side down. You lay that down, and then you put whatever picture you want to draw on top, and then you just trace it. You use like a ballpoint pen, and it will put the design onto the canvas for you. It is the coolest thing, I'm telling you guys. In the video later, you will see, I'll show you step by step exactly how we do it. There are several paintings that we go through and do. I'll show you a few. That one. Got the shark. I mean, you guys can come up with anything. The whole point of this was to brighten up our social media feeds with fun, bright pictures and brighten up 2020. Check out that mermaid. I love the mermaid. And then I'm also going to provide you with some cheesy jokes. That's right. All right, so let's get ready. This is going to be a fun craft. Okay, you guys, so some supplies that are not provided in your kit, but that you will probably need at home. Wax paper is always a great thing. You just tear a sheet of this off, put it down, and that's the surface that you work on top of. You can paint on it. Your painting won't stick to it, and it won't mess up your table. And then when you're done, you can ball it up and toss it, throw it away. You'll also want some paper towels nearby, a cup of water to rinse your brush out. I always like to keep some little wet wipes, baby wipes, something like that on hand. That helps get paint off your fingers because you know you always make a mess when you paint. That's what's fun about it. And then if you're, you either put an old t-shirt on or you get like a little apron to put an apron on to protect your clothing. And then also, anyone that has jewelry on, you might want to take off your rings, your watches, anything that you don't want to get paint on because just sometimes this paint won't come out. You know, it likes to stick in the clothes. Okay, so let's get set up and let's go. So before we get started, I'm going to show you some fun behind the scenes stuff. So this is me unwrapping the plastic off of 25 canvases. That was not super easy. That plastic was stuck on there really good. And then here we go, filling them up. All those little paints, one by one. I made sure everybody got as much paint as I could stuff in them. Okay, so now I am going to show you how that amazing graphite paper works. So you can print out any kind of color sheet, and the simplest way to get it onto your blank canvas, instead of having to sit there and draw it or cut it out or anything, you just simply use graphite paper. This stuff is amazing. You always want to make sure that your shiny side is what goes down onto the canvas, and that side is what stays up. So what you do is you just lay it down and you put your picture on top, and then you just kind of use your fingers to kind of guide it, and you kind of figure out where your corners are, make sure it's all going to fit. And you can always tape it down so that way it doesn't shift on you, just whatever you're comfortable with doing. And then you want to make sure you use something like a ballpoint pen, something with a really kind of a sharp tip on it. And then that way it transfers really easy. All you have to do is just trace the lines like so. And then what's really cool, if you lose where you were, you just peel it back and see how it transfers. It's so cool. And like I said, you can use these sheets over and over and over again. It is the coolest thing. And I'll speed it up here in a second so you don't have to sit here and watch me trace the whole thing. But what's really neat is you'll also see me trace several of them. And that's because I had several people kind of pre-sign up for this class, and I went ahead and got all of their canvases ready. And see right here, I'm just using the same exact piece of graphite paper. You can use it over and over. And just so you guys know, if you see a couple of pictures that weren't offered, like this one and the next one, it's just because they were special requests. Another thing I love about the graphite paper is you can kind of really design your own canvas. I wanted more stars and the planets kind of in a little bit different positions, so you're able to actually move that around and kind of trace the stars where you want it. I mean, the graphite paper, it's just endless possibilities. So could you tell which were the most popular canvases? I would think it's shark first and then mermaid. Those are the ones I did the most of. Okay, joke break. Got some cheesy ones. What did the apple say to the orange? Nothing. Apples don't talk. All right, all kidding aside, it's time to paint. So I used a big palette since I was going to paint multiple ones. And one of my biggest pieces of advice is to possibly think about doing your background first, because say if you do your unicorn and your rainbow and it looks so pretty, and then you come in with the blue and try to, you know, go around it, you might mess up something that you really liked. So I always kind of like to do my background first and get it out of the way, and then that way I can really concentrate on my project and go from there. Once I had my unicorn done, I just realized that my blue wasn't quite where I wanted it, so I quickly did another coat to make it a really more vibrant blue. All right, once you got your painting all done, check it out, make sure you're happy. And if you're not, there's a quick fix. Outline it with a Sharpie marker. It really makes that picture pop. How cool. All right, got another cheesy joke for you. What did the blue cheese say to the cheddar cheese? Looking sharp. Okay, back to painting. Shark attack. Did you guys really think there was a shark attack? Just kidding. So my background for this one, just to let you know, I thinned the paint out with water. I just kept dipping my brush into the water there and kind of put the paint over to the side and got it really thin. And then that way it's almost like a watercolor, and it makes it a lot easier to paint around things. And then you can just use your regular paint for the details, and it makes them really stand out a lot more. What is the name of a cheese that belongs to someone else? Nacho cheese. Nacho cheese. I love that one. All right, you guys, here's the last painting that I'm going to do for you. And I know you guys got this. You know what you're doing now. You are professional artistes. Have fun. And guys, really quickly, if you do something you don't like I don't like this purple, you can just get a wet paper towel and get it off real quick. Comes right off, repaint it, mistake never made. Okay, you guys, so we're all done with our craft. I hope that you had a lot of fun with it. I sure did. I have really enjoyed doing all these crafts with you guys. It's a little different this year because I'm used to doing this in person with you and getting to see you guys and laugh and talk and, you know, all that fun stuff and letting you guys see each other. And so this year it's been a lot different, but I hope that you've enjoyed the little videos and me being silly and, you know, all that. So I just wanted to tell you how much I miss you guys, how fun it was, and I hope to keep it going. Every time I come across something that I think I can make it to go craft, I promise that I will. I just got these kits in, so look for an email or a social media post soon, and I will have a little pinwheel craft happening, so that'll be fun. I'll let you know as soon as that happens. But I just wanted to say thanks again for joining me, and stick around because I'm sure there's going to be some jokes and bloopers at the end of this video. Like always, I got plenty of them. All right, thanks you guys. Bye. Okay, this one's just cute. It's not cheesy, it's cute. What do you call a happy cowboy? A jolly rancher. And everybody, remember to share your pictures to me. Post them on our Facebook groups because I want to see y'all's. You got to see all mine. I want to see y'all's. There's a couple of them. So you can either, if you're part of our group on Facebook for the summer activities, you can share them there. You can send them in a private message to us and we can share it that way. And if you're on Instagram, you can post it and put the hashtag BrightenUp2020. And you can also send it directly to us there. Whatever social way that you can send it to us. Email, snail mail, whatever it's called. You guys know what I mean. I just want to see your pretty pictures. All right, you guys. Bye. And everybody, don't forget to... How do trees access the internet? They log in. I messed that up. Okay. What type of shoes do frogs wear? Open-toed shoes. What did one elevator say to the other elevator? I think I'm coming down with something. How did the farmer fix his pants? With cabbage patches. Where do sheep get their haircut? At the barber shop. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, this one's one of my favorites. What did the vegetable wear to the beach? A zucchini.